Okay, you guys, so I am waiting outside of my friend's bridal shower. It's supposed to start at 4 o'clock. It's 4:21, and I actually got lost and got here a little bit late, but they're still in there setting up. So I wanted to record this video because I wanted to tell you guys about what happened this morning. Normally I get up around 6:30, during the week or whatever, and then try to sleep in during the weekends. But I was up at 5 o'clock this morning because my neighbor was ringing my doorbell. She rang our doorbell, and I didn't know what she wanted, but I could hear like this really loud alarm going off. So, I wasn't about to open my door. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't smell smoke, didn't see any fire, didn't hear any gunshots, anything. Not that we live in, that type of neighborhood or anything, but, um, I was like, if somebody's after her, they ain't getting us both. I'm not getting got too, so I'm not opening the door. But what I did do was call the police and told them what was going on. And it took, a couple of minutes actually, it took an hour and 10 minutes for them to come out and check on her. But we have the ring, so I can, as soon as you walk up on the porch, you see, it starts capturing the video footage. So I could see it was her, and she was wearing like this little skimpy dress. She had her purse, her phone, and her keys. So I'm like, and her dog. So I'm like, well, she couldn't have gotten locked out. I just didn't know because she had everything that she needed for an emergency situation. So I don't know why she was at our door. Anyway, make a long story short, my husband was like, Ray, don't open the door. Don't let her in. If she's locked out, she's not coming in here to cop a squat. I'm like, I'm not letting this woman in because we really don't speak. At first, when we first moved in, she she invited my husband and like three of his friends. They were over there remodeling the place, kind of like just doing some upgrades. And they were over there for a good couple of weeks getting things ready for us to move in. And during that time, she would always stop by the house. And then one time, she invited all of them over and to see her new floors, to see her floors. I'm like, okay, did you guys go in there? Yeah, they went in there. I'm like, why in the world would three black men in the midst of this Me Too rape scandal time, why would you guys risk going into this old white lady's house? She's not old, she's like 50, 55. Why would you guys even step foot in there, given the climate of Me Too and rape and all that kind of stuff? But anyway, so everything was fine with that. But when we finally moved in, I would see her walking her dog, and she would never speak. In fact, one time she gave me like a really, really dirty look, like like the little up and down, like kind of like that. So I was like, okay, I see what it is. I see what you're doing, right? So I told my husband, I kind of think she's just a little thirsty. She might have a little crush or whatever. And that's fine, but be careful because people will do and say anything for whatever reason. So anyway, she never really spoke to me. But here she is at our door, 5 o'clock in the morning, looking for some sort of help with something. I don't know what she wanted, but the cops came, they knocked on our door and said that the only thing that she needed, what happened was that she has like 11 smoke alarms that went off at the same time, and she didn't know how to turn them off because one of them was hardwired, like an electrical hardwire. One of them was like that, and she didn't know how to turn it off. And I'm like, you're a homeowner. You don't know how to flip a breaker. You don't know how to cut a wire. This is ridiculous. Did she think she was going to get my husband up out of bed to go in and, unplug this smoke alarm? It wasn't emergency. It wasn't an emergency situation. So what in the world was she doing at our door at 5 o'clock in the morning when there's no smoke, there's no fire, and it's just a simple alarm that we didn't even hear? So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is too early or too late for neighbors to come and knock on your door looking for help in a situation that is not an emergency situation? I just felt like it was a little shady, and strange, and real sort of fatal attraction. She was giving me that. She was giving me that vibe. Oh, and then I saw her. Right after the cop left, the alarm went off. He drove off and it was still going on, but then like 5 minutes later it went off. And then I saw her walking from our other neighbor's house back to her home, and she had on like workout clothes. So at some point she changed her clothes, but when she came to our door, she had on like her little skimpy dress, nightgown or whatever. And I'm gonna link a picture and show it to you guys, because it just looks real strange and bizarre. But be careful of the neighbors. Be careful, because you never ever know. Anyway, looks like people are showing up, so I'm about to go back in, get my eat on, because I am hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
Here comes the brand new play, and the distance love will go just to get to you. Radio I travel beneath the ocean blue. Here comes the brand new play, baby, remove the pain that you left so far behind. Radio every day, I'ma make you understand. Love is hard to find.